Hey guys, Harry here and welcome to Manchester United's January 2015 transfer targets. At the time of the video, all these players have been linked to join Manchester United. However, please understand at the time you are watching, this may be different. For example, they may have an injury and are no longer linked with the club. So let's get into the first possible transfer, which is Wesley Sneijder of Galatasaray. Obviously plays in the Turkish league, very experienced player, 30 years old, plays for the Netherlands national squad, very good central midfielder, good ability to pass the ball, not the best tackler, obviously he's more of an attacker midfielder, but nonetheless a very good player. It's been rumoured that Galatasaray can't afford his wages anymore and he's looking to possibly return to Italy, but you never know, he could go to Manchester United because obviously they do need a solid centre mid at the minute. Herrera doesn't seem to be playing, Carrick's injured again, Fellaini, you don't really know what's going to happen with him, so we'll see. Obviously lots of achievements throughout his career, including the Champions League. Moving on to the next one, which is Gerard Pique of FC Barcelona. Recently it's looked like he's fallen out of line with the team for whatever reason. There's been rumours he's been doing things he shouldn't have been doing outside the club. Obviously he plays in central defence. He used to play for Manchester United in 2004. He played for them for 4 years, but never really was an established defender, and then moved back to Barcelona. Obviously very, very good player, very experienced, plays for the Spanish national squad, and still got a lot of years left in him at the age of 27. Moving on to the next player, which is also a centre-back, Vlaar of Aston Villa. Now he had a very, very good World Cup. Many pundits were very happy with his performance during the World Cup. Very good leadership skills, very good strength shown, and all around very good display. Before the World Cup, most people would have said he probably wasn't the best player, but since then everyone's saying he's very, very good. And you know what, since after the World Cup he's also been very good for Aston Villa. Obviously plays for the Netherlands as well as Sneijder, and is 29 years old. Moving on to a winger, which is Memphis Depay of PSV Eindhoven. He's a left winger, very, very good player, very fast, very skillful. He scored 9 goals and 2 assists in 10 games since returning from the World Cup, which is very, very good. It's rumoured that an 18 million bid would be enough to sign the winger for Manchester United. Obviously they've recently loaned out Nani. Di Maria hasn't really played too well on the wings, he's better in the central position, and Valencia just doesn't really have the skill to play in a winger, so this would be a fantastic transfer for Manchester United. He's 20 years old, so he's going to have a lot of time left in his career, and is also a player for the Netherlands. Moving on to the next player, which is a very established and experienced player, Dani Alves of FC Barcelona. It's been rumoured that he was going to leave the club in the last few years really, and he was going to be replaced, but that hasn't happened yet, but it could happen in January. He has been linked to Manchester United. Obviously Manchester United only really have Rafael, who is currently injured in that right back position, a player who can that's his favoured position anyway. Obviously he plays for Brazil, the Brazil national team, although again hasn't featured too heavily in recent games, and is 31 years old, so quite old for a footballer, but still got a bit of time left. Obviously won 2 Champions League, 2 Club World Cup, and is known for his attacking style of play as a defender. Moving on to Victor Valdes, who is currently a free agent after his contract with Barcelona ended. Obviously he got that really serious injury a few months ago and has recently been training with Manchester United. Obviously a goalkeeper and was born in Spain, he used to play for the Spanish national team, but then Casillas seemed to take over him and never really got back to the squad. 32 years old, so would be a very good signing for Manchester United, very experienced. Obviously David De Gea has recently dislocated his finger. I'm not too sure how long he'll be out for with that injury, but anyway it would be a very good transfer for United to give De Gea some competition. 32 years old, so still a few years left. Moving on to a very promising young talent, Aymeric Laporte of Athletic Bilbao. Plays in central defence but can also be deployed as a left back, and was born in France. Very young, just like Depay, at 20 years old. He's represented France at youth levels, under 18s, 19s, 21s, and has scored 2 goals for Bilbao in 57 games, which obviously you don't expect a centre-back to get too many goals, but that isn't bad. And you know, he looks like he's going to be a very good player in the future, doing very well for Bilbao now, as he's very, very established, and could be a great signing for Manchester United. Obviously Manchester United is struggling defensively at the minute, so it could be a very good signing. Moving on to another centre-back, which is Winston Reid, the New Zealand international and captain of New Zealand. Currently plays for West Ham in the Premier League. Position is obviously central defence, as I just said, and he's 26 years old, so just kind of getting into the prime of his career, well, at least you would think. As I said, he's New Zealand, very strong, very tactically aware player, and looks to be the part, so it would be again a very good transfer for Manchester United, you would think. It's rumoured that he's not going to sign a new contract with West Ham, and so could be sold in January. He was awarded Hammer of the Year in 2012 to 2013 season, which is an internal prize for West Ham, so a very good achievement for him there. So it looks like a very, very good player. Then moving on to the penultimate player, which is Kevin Strootman of AS Roma. Now he had that devastating injury which ruled him out of the World Cup and was out of action for many months, but has recently returned to Roma and still looks a very, very good player. Plays in central midfield, albeit a bit more defensively, and again is another Netherlands player. He's 24 years old, obviously worked under Louis van Gaal for the Netherlands national team. He's known for being very tough in the middle of the park, good vision, very strong, bit of a box-to-box player, and people have compared him to Roy Keane. Obviously Roy Keane was a great player, lots of hard tackles, but good on the ball as well. So this would be a very, very good transfer for Manchester United. Obviously the middle of the park isn't too strong because of injuries and just players not being too good. So that would be a great player for United. Obviously worked under Louis van Gaal before. And finally, another centre-back. I think we've had 6 or 7 centre-backs, but that indicates where Manchester United's main problems lie, and that is Mats Hummels of Borussia Dortmund. Highly unlikely to happen in January, this transfer, but could possibly happen in the summer, although he is linked with some other clubs, including the likes of Chelsea and Arsenal in the BPL also. Now obviously plays for Germany and won the World Cup this year, which was a great achievement at the age of 25. You would assume he's maybe got 2 more World Cups as well, so a very, very good player for his age. Used to play for Bayern Munich actually, not many people know that, but then signed for Borussia Dortmund for 4 million and became a very, very experienced and good player. Good tackling and good composure is what he's known for, and many pundits and managers now know him as one of the best centre-backs in Europe. So that's the video, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed that Manchester United January transfer targets. Leave a like if you have, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and tell me in the comment section how I could improve the video and who you would want to see in the next video. It could be Arsenal, it could be Chelsea, teams like that, or even La Liga teams, Bundesliga team. So you tell me. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and goodbye.